Welcome back to Toyota Dodge Garage. Today, we're gonna make this a little bit less ugly, but can you hear the texture of this paint peeling off? It's pretty bad. We're gonna paint this satin black with some rust enamel paint just to preserve it right now. And we're gonna show you what we're gonna be using and the techniques. So come on this way. First, you gotta have safety. Put on your respirator masks because we will be moving inside to paint it. Then we're gonna sand it, clean it. You have to use Ajax powder and Brillo pads to really clean it, and also use this brush, clean it even better. Then we're gonna tape off what we need to, use plastic as well, and then we're gonna use tack cloths to make sure nothing is on the surface before we paint it. Then we're gonna get our paint out, which we'll show you that in a little while. We got our paint rollers. We use cabinet rollers, a smoother foam roller, so it doesn't leave as much of a texture, but it's gonna leave texture. And we know it, and we don't care, because this is just my gas saver, and I'm just trying to preserve it from rusting more. So let's get on to it. So now we're gonna just start sanding the surface. We're using a 320 grit sandpaper, mainly to just rough up the surface. We're not trying to get it down to primer or the bare metal. We just want to get it to where the paint will stick. All right, so we're just trying to get the texture areas smooth, and then we're gonna rough it up with more 320 grit by hand. We got the roof done here. Just did that a little bit since it was already pretty textured by rust. And we're gonna take the spoiler off, and we're just gonna get the top of the trunk the best we can. But we're not going all the way down. We're gonna stop it here along the line. So stay tuned. Alright, so we got the hood sanded, the roof sanded, got the spoiler off, which was two 10mm bolts in the two holes. And it has clips here. We'll put painter's tape under the holes. We're about to sand this down just by hand a little bit, rough it up. And then we're going to put tape along the body line where we want to stop the paint. So I have to put plastic over here too, so stay tuned for more. Alright, so to get the body line how we want it without doing the whole back of the trunk, we used frog tape and followed the upper body line, since curves are not fun to sand. So we kept it on this top body line all the way across. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to sand her down. Alright, so we backed this onto the gravel because I don't want paint on my concrete pad. And we taped everything off on the trunk, all the holes. I'll show you that. And now we're gonna rinse it off. Then we're gonna wash it with the Ajax powder and a brush. get all this junk off of it before we paint it. We're putting Ajax here on the car. Let's do the hood first. We're gonna use a brush and Brillo pads. Talk about smelling clean. Woo. This is acts also as like an abrasive to get any of the other contaminants off of it. Do you see blue paint?
Yes, I do. That's crazy.
What? Oh my gosh. There's blue paint. What in the world?
Because y'all saw this before and it was rusty.
It was all surface rust. And there's like legit metallic under there. Just look, it's all rust. That's amazing. It's Ajax for you.
To put it on the spicy Parmesan cheese.
About to pull the car in, but first, roll down some plastic.
Alright, so we've got the plastic sheet down.
Let's clean her up. We have everything masked off. So we are ready to lay the paint down. But we're gonna tack cloth it first, right here. It's gonna get any other extra contaminants off. And see how it turns out. It's gonna be our first coat. And I don't know. We'll see how it looks, guys. Here's the first roll of paint. Definitely gonna need more, but we're starting. We have done the first coat. What do you guys think? It's the first time I've ever done a roll paint job. So let me know what y'all think. Put it in the comments.
Waste not, want not.
The This is day number 2. Gotta wait 24 hours between each coat. So we're gonna finish the second coat on this Corolla today. Alright, so I got 3 coats on this. We're gonna check it out. I went ahead and got the plastic off and all the tape off the front, but I left the best for last. That's the trunk. So we're gonna peel that tape off, and about 8 days after this paint fully cures, I'm going to do some wet sanding, probably with like 3000 grit, maybe go down to 2000 grit sandpaper, just to get in any of the orange peel or imperfections out. But let me show you what it's looking like right now after just 3 coats of rolling on some rust preventative paint. So we're gonna see how me and Alan did on this body line right here. See if anything bled through. But I think we did pretty good, so we have to just pull this bottom piece off first. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Get y'all in close. Oh man, not a single bleed yet. That is a clean line. Very clean line. I also plan on washing and waxing this car. And probably gonna do a compound on this paint, like you can see some of these other blemishes in the paint. See what we can do with them. Like I am saying, this car is a gas saver. I'm not trying to make this thing a beauty queen. I'm just trying to save gas here and make it look better than it did, because it looked pretty bad. Well, the roof and hood especially. But I did this trunk because I thought it would help tie everything in. And let me know what y'all think about painting the spoiler black. Should I leave it blue or should I leave it black? I'm kind of leaning towards leaving it blue, but I would love to hear everyone's opinion on what they would do. Alright, so that's the trunk line. Let me see if we can get a better shot of how clean that line is for you. It's a nice straight line right there. Trying to keep the camera steady. So that's it. We're gonna back it out, and I'll show you that once I get it pulled up.